See how these legendary singers have transformed through the decades. While some still shine with timeless charm, other transformations are jaw-dropping and hard to believe. You won't want to miss the last one. Debbie Harry redefined cool as the platinum blonde face of New York's new wave scene with Blondie. Before the chart-topping hits, she worked as a Playboy bunny and famously claimed she escaped from serial killer Ted Bundy's car in the early 70s. Today, she refuses to retire, actively touring and recording well into her late 70s. Bruce Hornsby struck gold with The Range, turning The Way It Is into a socially conscious anthem. While he toured as a keyboardist for the Grateful Dead, his bank account truly exploded when Tupac sampled his piano riff for Changes, earning him massive royalties. He remains a genre-bending virtuoso, touring consistently with his band, The Noisemakers. Philip Oakey defined synth-pop fashion, with his asymmetric hair and heavy makeup fronting the Human League. Facing a band revolt, he desperately recruited 2 teenage girls found in a Sheffield nightclub to fulfill a tour obligation, accidentally creating the massive hit Don't You Want Me. He now tours with a shaven head, embracing a starkly different look. Jello Biafra led Dead Kennedys with biting political satire and the hardcore anthem Holiday in Cambodia. His punk ethos was tested when former bandmates sued him for unpaid royalties and control of the catalog, a bitter legal war he eventually lost. Today, he channels his rage through spoken word performances and his band, the Guantanamo School of Medicine. Robert Smith became the godfather of goth with The Cure, blending gloom with the pop perfection of Friday I'm in Love. Unlike most rock stars, he stayed married to his childhood sweetheart for decades and recently forced Ticketmaster to refund excessive fees to his fans. He still performs grueling 3-hour sets, keeping the lipstick and hair intact. Dave Gahan's baritone voice powered Depeche Mode to global stadium status. Behind the synth beats, he lived a harrowing reality, technically dying for 2 minutes in 1996 following a speedball overdose in a Los Angeles hotel. Now clean and cancer-free, he continues to lead the band following the loss of founding member Andy Fletcher. Derek "Fish" Dick spearheaded the neo-prog revival with Marillion and the chart-topping Confession, Kaylee. He shocked fans by quitting at the height of their fame in 1988, later battling sepsis and heart surgeries that nearly ended his life. He recently completed his final farewell tour, officially retiring from the music industry to pursue writing. Peter Gabriel transformed from the theatrical, costume-wearing frontman of Genesis into a solo superstar with the groundbreaking Sledgehammer video. A distinct anti-star, he co-founded the human rights organization Witness and pioneered digital music distribution early on. He recently returned with the album I/O, sporting a distinguished bald look and delivering impeccable vocals. Simon Le Bon was the poster boy for the new romantic movement, driving Duran Duran to MTV dominance. His glamorous life almost ended tragically in 1985 when his racing yacht capsized, trapping him inside an air pocket underwater for 40 minutes. He remains the band's charismatic frontman today, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jeff Lynne turned Electric Light Orchestra into a symphonic rock juggernaut with a signature spaceship stage. Beyond the hits, he was the secret weapon producing Tom Petty's Free Fallin' and the Beatles' anthology sessions. Seldom seen without sunglasses, he recently embarked on ELO's final farewell tour, Over and Out, cementing a massive production legacy. Roland Orzabal penned the generational anthems of Tears for Fears, including Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Following a bitter decade-long feud with bandmate Kurt Smith, he faced personal devastation when his wife passed away from alcohol-related issues in 2017. Channeling that grief into the album The Tipping Point, he now tours with a reunited Smith. Ian McCulloch led Echo and the Bunnymen with trademark shades and the atmospheric masterpiece The Killing Moon. Notorious for his arrogance, he was dubbed Mac the Mouth, famously proclaiming his band superior to U2 before abruptly quitting in 1988. He eventually returned to the fold and continues to perform, though his voice has deepened significantly from years of smoking. Jim Kerr propelled Simple Minds to global stardom, despite initially refusing to record their biggest hit, Don't You Forget About Me. His personal life was equally high profile, including a marriage to the Pretenders' Chrissie Hynde. While still touring, he spends much of his time managing Villa Angela, his boutique hotel in Sicily, Italy. Lou Gramm possessed one of rock's most powerful voices, driving Foreigner to the top with I Want to Know What Love Is. His career halted in 1997 due to a massive brain tumor. The life-saving surgery damaged his pituitary gland, causing severe weight gain and vocal stamina issues. He recently announced his retirement from performing solo. Nick Cave evolved from a post-punk chaotic force into a somber, literary songwriter with the Bad Seeds. His later career has been defined by unimaginable tragedy, losing 2 sons in 7 years, including 15-year-old Arthur's fatal cliff fall in 2015. He processes this grief through intensely emotional albums and tours, engaging directly with fans via his Red Hand Files website. Mike Rutherford provided the rhythmic backbone for Genesis with his signature double-neck guitar. He achieved the rare feat of launching a concurrent supergroup, Mike plus the Mechanics, scoring a global #1 with the tearjerker The Living Years after his father's death. He currently alternates between touring with the Mechanics and Genesis reunion shows. Bernard Sumner rebuilt from the ashes of Joy Division following Ian Curtis's suicide to front New Order. He oversaw the creation of Blue Monday, the best-selling 12-inch single of all time, though the expensive die-cut sleeve famously cost the label money on every copy sold. Today, he leads the band estranged from bassist Peter Hook following a bitter legal settlement. James Hetfield defined thrash metal as the rhythm engine of Metallica. His resilience was tested by a horrific 1992 pyrotechnics accident that inflicted second-degree burns, and a public, decades-long battle with addiction captured in the documentary Some Kind of Monster. Recently divorced and sober after a 2019 rehab stint, he continues filling stadiums on the M72 World Tour. Mark King became the undisputed king of slap bass with Level 42, driving hits like Lessons in Love. His percussive playing style was so aggressive, he famously wrapped his thumb in electrical tape to prevent it from splitting open during shows, eventually insuring his hands for £3 million. He continues to tour, showcasing that lightning-fast thumb technique. Jazz Coleman is the terrifyingly intense frontman of Killing Joke and a Chevalier of Arts in France for his classical compositions. Known for his obsession with the occult, he famously abandoned the band in 1982 to flee to Iceland, believing the apocalypse was imminent. He remains an enigma today, recently mourning the loss of his lifelong guitarist, Geordie Walker.